Merciful student activist Kanya Cekeshe is back in custody. He was hospitalised, apparently after not receiving medical treatment he needed in prison. Wikus Steyl of Ian Levitt Attorneys says Cekeshe is suffering mentally. He says they're in the process of arranging a private psychiatrist and psychologist for him. Cekeshe is serving 8 years for public violence and malicious damage to property for trying to set a police van alight during student protests in Johannesburg in 2016. Steyl joins us now on the line. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us. What is Mr. Cekeshe's condition?
Good evening. He is suffering. He was admitted to hospital yesterday and underwent a series of tests, but this problem has been coming for many weeks, and it really is a very bad mental health issue that he's suffering from. And at the moment, we're trying to find the best possible treatment that we can, that he's not receiving in prison, but he is under constant watch. He is in dire need of that medical attention, and he really is suffering.
When you say he's suffering mentally, what is the nature of his condition, and is it pre-existing?
No, it's not really pre-existing. It popped up, if I can give a timeline, shortly after his last appearance in court. The details of his ailment I cannot go into. I have to respect his privacy in that regard. But he is, like I said previously, he's suffering, he's really battling, he's going through a very, very difficult time. And what your viewers and your listeners must understand that, and I bring this point up because I've read the comments on social media today, and I'm really disgusted about what people have said about him. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and Kanya at the moment is a very, very sick man.
And he is receiving treatment. Is that what you were saying? Because you said he was denied the medication that he's supposed to be on.
He's receiving very limited treatment. Our difficulty at the moment is that Kanya must consult with a psychiatrist, and the prison psychiatrist only comes around once a month, and Kanya simply cannot wait that long. He needs someone right now. And we are in the process of arranging someone to see if they can go as early as tomorrow for him.
While respecting his privacy, are you able to share how he came to be hospitalised? Did he collapse, or was there anything in particular that brought this about, the hospitalisation?
There was no single event that occurred. It's been coming for many weeks, and the prison, for instance, they called his parents in twice to discuss his situation. And yesterday, if I can, in layman's terms, say he had close to what we can call a breakdown.
Now, Mr. Cekeshe's bid to appeal his conviction and be released on bail pending the appeal was dismissed in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court in October. What options remain for him in terms of parole?
The parole is a separate option. I'm under correction, but I think Kanya is very close to having served his parole period. So that's a process we're doing on this. I don't want to say on the sideline, but that's process B that we are doing with a different organisation, a civil society organisation, together with a professor from one of the leading universities in the country to handle the parole process. And that's ongoing while we also do the petition to the High Court.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you're separating a possibility of parole and also the issue of appeal. Take us through what is available just in terms of appealing his conviction. That was denied in the past. What is available?
So now we are busy with Dimeka and Katovi and I today finished the papers for his petition to the High Court. So we're petitioning for leave to appeal against both the conviction and the sentence, and that papers will be lodged tomorrow. Sometime last week or the week before, the High Court returned our earlier petition saying that the record is incomplete. Now, that is part of the big problem we have, and that has been addressed in all of our court appearances this whole year and in all of the papers to say that the record is incomplete. That's why Kanya hasn't been able to receive the legal help and the recourse from the court that he is entitled to because the record remains incomplete. But for the High Court to return that petition to us to say that the record remains incomplete, it's up to my mind, because that's one of the grounds for appeal, is that the record simply is not there.
Now, the Minister of Justice and Correctional Services tweeted this, and I quote, "We note the dismissal of both the leave to appeal and bail for fees must fall activist Kanya Cekeshe by the Johannesburg Magistrates Court. We're in the process of urgently assisting him with an application for presidential pardon or other legally available avenues." Are you in talks with him?
I have been in talks with him and his spokesperson. The difficulty with the assistance offered by the Minister and the President is that a pardon can only be granted once all of the appeal process has been finalised. So although we are very appreciative of the Minister's assistance or his willingness to assist. At the moment, there's nothing from a foreign point of view that they can do for us because the petitions and the appeals have not been finalized yet.
So where does that leave any further talks with him? Because I asked this, we interviewed several fallers, some of them who are still facing criminal proceedings, who have felt that the process of engagement with the Justice Ministry has been dissatisfactory, that there's not been much forthcoming in terms of help. I just want to understand from you and Mr. Cekeshe's other lawyer, what has been your experience? Is there hope that this route could actually yield some sort of positive results?
Those sentiments I can echo. Since, I think, the beginning of February this year, I've been trying to engage with the Minister, with the President, with anyone in government and in Parliament that was willing to listen, to ask them to assist with the pardon. I've literally sent hundreds of emails and letters to everyone that would listen. And only now recently, after Kanya's last appearance, did the Minister get in contact with us, which I can understand the frustration of all the other students. They went through the same difficulty, but their case might not be as high profile as Kanya. So for the Minister won't reach out to them. Like I said, I've been trying since February, and only now recently was I contacted by the Minister. So I can understand the frustration, but I remain in contact with the Minister and his spokesperson to see if they can assist once the petitions and the appeals have been finalized.
Wikus Steyl of Ian Levitt Attorneys, thank you very much. As Kanya Cekeshe's lawyer. Aldrin?
Well, the